Ladies and gentlemen, our next competitor is Willie McCallum. And Willie's going to play the march, the Lonach Gathering. It's composed by Piper Willie Grant, and it represents the traditional march to the opening of the games in Lonach. It was traditionally a 7-mile march. I don't know whether it's still that, but we've all seen footage and photographs of the march and the clansmen all dressed up with their pikes and everything. It's a great march. Then he's going to play the Strathspey Dora MacLeod, which was composed by Peter R. MacLeod Jr. I mentioned earlier that Peter was a prolific composer even as a young man, and he composed that Strathspey for his sister, and he was very, very young when he put that together. And then he's going to finish off with John MacKechnie's Big Reel, which is one of the real heavy-duty test pieces that we played it in the Strathclyde band for quite a number of our championships, and it's a real test. My father gave that tune to me as a wee laddie, and because it was such a test. Just when I see Alistair wearing the 8th Battalion Argyll's tie there, my family connections are very strong with the 8th Battalion. My father and my uncle Archie were members of the battalion. My uncle in particular, who was a very accomplished player, was the pipe major of the 8th Battalion at a very young age, and he was wounded at St. Valery, and he was one of the lucky ones who was evacuated. However, after very serious wounding injury, he was rehabilitated at home and then re-embodied in the battalion to go to North Africa. And he was unfortunately killed as pipe major, leading the advance on Longstop Hill, which is one of the major campaigns for the 8th Battalion, the Argylls, who were literally wiped out in that one campaign. I have to say, I was the piper to the Glasgow Highland Club for 40 years, and last year, as a gift for my services, part of what they gave me was the financial support to go to Medjez El Bab Cemetery in Tunisia, where my uncle is buried. No one from the family has ever been to that boy's grave. He was 24 when he was killed. So I'm going to go there and play there, and at least somebody from the family will have been there. However, back to being smiley again. We're still in the 50th competition here. Please welcome Willie McCallum.